Hi guys, welcome to Broken Antler Outdoors, and I'm back with another video. It's late in the day now, and before I pack up and move out of here, I want to show you a tool that I've been carrying for quite a while now, and ever since I got it I never was able to leave it at home, you know, and it has a few reasons, but I'll first tell you what I'm talking about. It's the Bahco Laplander folding saw, and a lot of you folks will know this. A lot of you folks will carry this actually, and it's a great bushcrafting tool, and just a good general thing to have in your scouting pack or whatever you're carrying. And it's a folding saw, like I said. It has the what they call XT teeth on it, and in my opinion they grip very well, and they're very sharp, and they keep sharp for a long time. This is quite a new model. My old one I lost, so I got a new one straight away. And the way this thing operates, you have a little button. I'll show you this up close. You have a little button here, and you press that in because it's a locked blade. Press that button in, and then you can deploy the saw. So it looks like this. And you do the same thing when you want to close it. Now, sometimes you have a little bit of problem with the centering of that saw. When you push it down, it sometimes wants to get snagged on the casing, but in my opinion that's not a big deal. You have a leather thong on this, just so you can. What I do, I have Maxpedition Grimlocks when I'm in camp, and what I usually do is I just hook one in there and put it on my ridgeline, just so I have it available and I can see where it is. In an emergency situation, you could, you know, boil this up or just eat this raw because it is leather, but you have to be pretty desperate to do that. The grip is some kind of rubber, and the end where actually the whole mechanism is in is some form of hard plastic, and then with a big screw in there. And I've tried to strike ferro rods with this, and I can just go into my haversack here and get all the batteries out of the way and grab my fire steel, and you can see it's coated, but it has quite a sharp edge on this, so you would be able to actually strike decent sparks with the saw if you had to. And that, in my opinion, is a cool little thing that that you could know about the saw. And it'll scrape the coating off, but in my opinion that's just patina, and it's what happens when you use a tool. But it's very lightweight, and it's very small, so you can even put that in your pocket and you could just carry it around. And you should never underestimate a saw in a bushcrafting or just a wilderness environment, because a saw gives you certain capabilities in your kit that you wouldn't have with a knife or you wouldn't have with an axe. And just for example, making small firewood, stuff that you're not able to break, but that is small enough for this blade because it is not that long, you can process that firewood down by not expending so much energy, because if you would swing an axe or baton a knife or whatever, it would take much more energy as if you would just saw this with the Bahco. And also you won't lose that much wood, because you would have to chop a wedge with an axe to get through the wood, and with the saw you just have a straight line. And I'll make another video and I'll show you a few demonstrations on this, but I want to keep this as short as possible and just show you that this is something that never leaves my kit now. And it's not that expensive as well. You can buy it for, if you think in euros, and if you want to buy it in Europe, it's about 25 euros to buy this, and it lasts you a long time. You know, the other one I lost, which is bad news, but it wasn't broken by a long shot. So this is a tool that you can keep for years and years, and it'll just help you to be as effective as possible. And you can even buy this in a kit with this little Laplander knife. Costs you about 28 to 30 pounds depending on what you do, but I'll talk about this in another video. So until then, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll appreciate all your views, and I'll see you soon.